Today we'll be talking about one of the most recognizable electric sauna heaters called the Harvia Cilindro PC80. The PC80 is perfect for saunas that range from 140 to 430 cubic feet. Now this range assumes that you've bought or built an insulated sauna. If you have a non-insulated sauna or you have a sauna with a lot of windows, I highly recommend using the sizing tool offered by manufacturers to determine the right heater for your sauna. One of the defining features of the Cilindro heater is the large stone capacity. It can hold up to 200 pounds of stones. The large rock mass acts as a thermal battery. So instead of relying on the heating elements, the heater stores energy in the rocks. This gives you softer radiant heat, more steam when you throw water on the rocks, and more stable temperatures in the sauna. That's why tower-style heaters are often preferred by people who want the traditional Finnish sauna experience. The PC80 has 3 heating elements that produce between 2.6 and 3 kilowatts each, which gives you your total heat output of 8 kilowatt. When you turn your heater on, the cold air from the bottom moves upwards through the rocks and creates a natural convection effect. Then the stones slowly release the heat to create a steady heat curve instead of temperature spikes. One of the most important and most ignored installation step is how the stones are stacked. For this heater, the manufacturer recommends a dense layer of stones in the front and loosely packed stones in the middle. This does 2 things. The densely packed stones protect the people from the radiant heat produced by the heating elements, and the loosely packed stones allow air to circulate through the heater. If you pack your stones too tightly, then that will restrict airflow, and that's going to lead to slower heat times, overheating of the elements, and ultimately a shorter lifespan for your heater. Another important thing is to use the correct stones. For electric heaters, they recommend stones that are between 2 and 4 inches, whereas for wood burning stoves, they recommend using stones that are a little bit bigger, so from 4 to 6 inches. The type of stone also matters. Harvia sells olivine dia-based stones, which are known for their excellent heat transfer. This heater requires a 240 volt connection and will draw up to 33 amps at full power, which means that you'll need an 8 gauge copper wire to supply the heater. Another interesting detail is that the manufacturer does not recommend using GFCI breakers. Now you should always work with a licensed electrician, but it is something that would be worth mentioning before you install your breakers. Another advantage of the PC80 is that it has a built-in mechanical timer. You can use the heater immediately for up to 1 hour, or you can use a delayed start for up to 8 hours. For example, you can set the timer in the morning before leaving for work. Then the heater will start 1 hour before you arrive home, and then you'll be able to enjoy a sauna session right when you arrive. The Harvia Cilindro PC80 stands out because of its high stone capacity, its efficient airflow, its simple controls, and high steam production. But like any other sauna heater, real-life performance depends on proper heater sizing, stone placement, and ventilation. Get those details right, and the Cilindro can produce an excellent sauna experience.